YouTube? It's your girl Jemima, and I'm back again with another video. For today's video is the second part to men versus women in sports. We're going to be looking at the different abilities that men and women have when it comes to sports, and like just the comparison of how entertaining it might be, right? So we're gonna get into it. We're just gonna see how that goes. I did a part 1. If you guys haven't watched that, make sure you guys click the cards over here, so go check that out. But we're gonna get straight into the second part, so let's go.
I'm going to give you 3 reasons why women's football deserves your admiration. The men's game is embarrassingly cynical. The crybabies dive and pretend to be injured. Women's football is way more hardcore.
Could have played the pass there. Here he is! Yes! There he is! He's in a tight corner here. What's he going to do?
Wow.
That's what he's going to do. That
Oh.
incredible! Unfortunately, not enough skate to let you lose is real. Oh, Neymar!
Women will never beat men at football. Physiologically, they won't be able to. I don't think so. Maybe.
Oh, look at that girl. She's pissed, honestly. Look at her. She looks pissed off. But I want to know the backstory behind the first clip. Like, why was he playing against a bunch of women? I just want to know. But in terms of this clip, the girl in this clip looks very pissed. So let's see if she has anything to say about what he's saying.
On strength and power and physicality, I accept that you're right. My point is that whether on skill, they could beat them.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's crazy. Oh.
Yeah, away he goes now. That's it. Check back for now. Oh, giving up.
Dang.
He has!
To the debate about whether the professional ladies football teams, the international ones, could beat men's teams. The Australian women's national team, who were ranked number 5 in the world at the time,
yeah.
lost 7-0 to a team of 15-year-old boys.
Awkward.
Yeah, I heard about this game, honestly. I feel like as a professional women's team, it must be embarrassing. Like, very embarrassing to lose to a 15-year-old team who isn't even on the same professional level as you are. I don't know. It's quite an embarrassment, I would say. Even though, like, we know that women and men have different, like, physical strengths, or just, you know, are not the same biologically, I would say it's still kind of embarrassing, especially if you had so much to say about the fact that women's skill level is way better than men. And to be debunked with 15-year-old boys would be insane. I just think that would be embarrassing for me. If I said that I'm better than the men's team and a group of 15-year-old unprofessional boys beat me in the same sport I claim to be better than men at, it would just be embarrassing. You know what I mean? But let's keep going. Look at that, she fell. Oh, wow. The commentary's killing me. Wow, 6-0?
First time in a world championship format. It's the mixed 4x400 relay. United States starting in lane 5.
Watered down field, but still good performance. That was a great leg from our lady Paulino. Dominican Republic still out front. United States is next. The American, the red shirt.
Yeah, look at the lead.
Florida, NCAA champion back in
and that is why this green vest is storming away from the women, from the other team. Now this is a big gamble from the Nigerians.
out in front now. Patience, Okinjor, and man, can he run when he is on his game? NCAA championship.
But they're all gonna beat her probably.
Belgium there in fourth, glittering spot.
Wow.
The Nigerian gamble doesn't look to have paid off. Not at the moment anyway.
Here comes Deadman. Remember, click into that third spot trying to Nigeria is going to fade to last as the Americans.
Dang. Honestly, it's crazy for them to get last though. You know what I mean? I feel like strategically, if you're gonna go about that, you should put all the girls together and all the guys together, because you just set yourself up for failure if you do otherwise. But it's so interesting to see how a woman could have such a big league in track and still lose by like a good margin, you know what I mean? Yeah, like the commentator said in the background, that was really much like, it was pretty much a gamble to do that. But yeah,
Take it.
another race.
Females, the final event of the 2017 World Relays, a mixed 4x400 meters.
So is there any girls in this round? I want to know.
So the gun goes and the crowd roars. Well, this was to be expected in terms of the lead. The crowd are cheering and chanting.
Oh yeah.
In the end, look at the lead.
Here's where things are going to get really interesting. Now we have women running against men for the first time in this relay. We'll see what the men can do to catch up.
Here comes the US of A.
Look at them.
Trying to track down and Tobago in third. Now the Americans pounce. Didiwo overtakes Strong down the home straight.
It looks so effortless just to beat her.
France is on their last leg. The Bahamas though are...
Well, Serena Williams is a very skillful tennis player, right? She's the most skillful tennis player in the history of women's tennis.
Also very
She-
powerful.
Right, but she would be comprehensively thrashed by any of the top 100 men in the world. She said it herself.
Top 100.
She said it herself. I suspect it's more than that, right? Doesn't mean she's not skillful.
I can't believe
It
that's
means she's
true.
not as skillful.
I can't believe that's true with Serena.
She said it herself.
The lady, like that lady just doesn't know anything about sports, I would say. I can't believe that's true. That's funny. Because yeah, even she said it herself. I remember seeing it, and I think she did play against men, right? To the point where she lost really badly. That's why she knew she couldn't beat any guy like in the top 100 at all. So that's why she became humble about that situation, and knowing that she can't beat a guy that's in the top of 100 just because she got beat by a lot, you know. And she's seen that women's tennis and men's tennis are completely different in terms of the speed, in terms of the strength. Like the ability to play women's tennis and men's tennis are just different. It's on two different levels, and I don't think like she realized that beforehand until like she actually played against the men. So I just want to see what this lady is gonna say.
I need to ask you, how would a female at the top of her game hold up against a male at the top of his game at 20 or 30 years old?
How old is this son?
He's 46.
46, so I'm 53. I'm gonna kick his ass.
Who is she? I don't even know who she is. Is she like a tennis player? Because I don't know who that is.
I'm really sorry about that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, okay. Wait, just cross.
Yeah, I seen a bit of this. They couldn't even stop it at all.
You know, take no prisoners out here. I didn't go in her body at all, at least, but I was going wide, I was going T, and every serve hit seemed to find their spot. So
that is not even a fair game whatsoever. I feel like I would be so bored watching that game just because I would know what to expect. You know what I mean? Like, it just keeps getting hit the same way, and the ball cannot be stopped. Because I feel like I don't know if that's the same girl that was talking about she can kick his butt or whatever, but I think she really underestimated that it's not the same speed that women's tennis would be at. Yeah, so it's kind of like, if I was in the crowd watching that, I think I would be kind of bored, just because there's nothing like the competition. There's no competition, right? Like the guys are just gonna fairly just beat the women, just off of physically and biologically how they're built as men, right? So let's keep going.
I like Jeannie a lot, but I had to go after it.
Let's go to 2021. If someone breaks in the house, are you gonna handle the problem?
With my hands, fuck yeah, I will. She would, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll tell you guys this right now. You two, what, 3 of you said you could fight a man? A 14-year-old boy will fuck each of you up.
Oh. Oh, snap. Wow. Oh. Look at the women. They look like they're in so much pain from like, yo, as soon as the guy just shows just even a little bit of his strength, the women look like they're in so much pain. You know what I mean? It's very interesting to see, like, you know, not to say that there's not any women at all who are stronger than guys. For sure, like, that's definitely the exception, not the rule. But biologically, like, men are stronger than women, like, on average. You know what I mean? Like, even more than average, I would say. On average, guys are bound to typically beat women or be physically stronger than women. But there's definitely the outcast of women who can be stronger than certain men. Not all men. The average man is definitely stronger than the average women. That's for sure. That's facts right there. But this is very funny how, like, the slightest bit of force is causing these women to, like, feel like weak in their knees and to not really feel like physically well after that small hit. But let's keep going. Look at that. Oh my.
Division report to the bracket table.
Oh.
Go for it, man. Over quick. Yeah.
Oh.
Up and done. Hey.
Look at that little boy. Oh my goodness. That's embarrassing. I'm sorry. That's definitely embarrassing. If that was me, I am sorry. I'm feeling embarrassed. I don't care if biology tells me that men are more capable of beating me physically. I would still feel embarrassed if, like, a 12-year-old came and he beat me up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if, like, I'm a girl or whatever the case might be. It's like, it's just still embarrassing. You know, if it was a grown man, it's a different story. But a 12-year-old is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even put a 12-year-old in his place. That's crazy. That's like letting one of my little brothers overthrow me physically. And I will never let that happen. Not to say that it's not possible. But me, I cannot let it happen. I'm sorry. But yeah, honestly, I would feel embarrassed if I was her, is all I'm trying to say. But let's keep going. She tapped out. Oh. Oh, snap. Oh. Honestly, it looks too easy. It looks too easy for them. Like, it doesn't look like much competition when I'm seeing the guys and the girls versus each other. It looks like there's, like, little effort, and yet the women are like physically in pain. You know what I mean? Like, they look like they've really got hurt, and it doesn't even seem like the guys were going all in or giving 100% effort into the fight. So it's very interesting that not even 75% of their force, like, was still able to beat 100%, I would say, of the woman's force when it comes to the physical fight. But let's keep going.
The WNBA is rocking. What could we have more? I mean, I just think, you know, from a salary standpoint, it'd be great for the women to be able to make more money. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. I think I saw something that said like one player that makes maybe $12 million on an NBA team could cover the whole WNBA salary. I do feel like the pay gap would be something that, you know, we could just take a donation around the NBA. Maybe one night y'all don't go to the casino.
I have something on this though, because it pisses me off. It pisses me off because I don't think there's anyone in America that supports the WNBA more than NBA players.
This is your bullshit, right? Dude, look at the WNBA.
They've been playing in front of 300 to 400 people a night for a quarter of a century.
And none of them caught COVID.
Not to mention, it's a male-subsidized league. We gave you a fucking league.
So honestly, let me finish the video first.
Where are all the feminists? You failed them. Not me. Not men. Women failed the WNBA.
I seen that last clip of Bill Burr where he was talking about the women failed the WNBA, and I definitely do agree with that, because if more women were supporting WNBA, there wouldn't be any reason for the WNBA players to be complaining about their salary. The reason there's a lack of salary or a lack of pay is because nobody is watching the WNBA as much as the NBA. Like, they're not even making money in return, like, you know what I mean? They're not even in profit. In terms of a league, they don't have profit, and they're expecting to be getting paid more than what they even bring to the table. And I do agree with Draymond Green when he was saying that, like, nobody supports the WNBA as much as NBA players, because they're the ones that subsidize the league. They're the ones that are reposting these WNBA players on their social medias. You sometimes see, like, the NBA players interacting with some of these WNBA players. They're more involved in the games than I would say a typical person. Like, they do show their support as being, like, a part of a basketball community. They want to show and lend their hand or show support to the WNBA, the women part of the basketball community, right? And I see a lot of them, you know, making that effort. So to kind of throw it in their face and try to make them, like, feel bad about the fact that they're not getting paid as much is kind of crazy to say, because they don't even bring any money in return, right? And the reason they do have jobs is because of the NBA. So how ungrateful can you be just to sit there and ask for more than what you're getting when you don't even bring anything back? You know what I mean? You're basically, you have a job because the WNBA has a job because the NBA gives them money to still operate. If it wasn't for them, they would not be able to operate. So it's kind of ungrateful of them to, like, feel like, oh, the NBA, they should give us more money or donate more money. Like, you know what I mean? It's kind of ungrateful. It is. But it was interesting to see this video as a part 2, because there's definitely some clips that I did not see in part 1. And now that I've watched part 1 too, I kind of have a little bit more knowledge of, like, certain things that took place in, like, some of the clips I've seen today. Yeah, so I would say we still know in terms of women and men's athletic ability that they are completely different, that males have a greater athletic ability and different bone structure, as well as just biologically they're able to do the things that women can't do biologically, or they're better at certain things biologically than women are. And I think that's just a reality that women need to accept. And I don't feel like it's a bad thing. Like, it's okay for them to be better at certain things than we are, because there's certain things as women that we are better at than they are as men. So I feel like this comparison of, like, trying to be better than the other gender is pretty much foolish. That it's not needed. Like, everyone has their strengths, so there's no need to compare and try to be better than the other. Like, it's like you're better at something else and just be fine with that. So that's all I want to say about that. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much and you guys pretty much understood what I was trying to say. If you guys have any other suggestions you guys want me to watch in terms of other videos, I'll be sure to check out the comments. So make sure you guys leave comments down below. Also, make sure you guys give this video a big fat thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys want to stay tuned for more videos, make sure you guys subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in my next video. So stay blessed until then. Peace.